Hi everyone, the look I'm going to be demonstrating today is sort of a bluish purpley look I came up with out of my 88 Coastal Scents Shimmer palette. And the reason why I say bluish purple is because I really thought I was going with sort of a navy blue kind of look here, but right in front of me at the lighting at my mirror, it kind of comes off purpley. So whichever you like, I guess you can kind of go more intense with certain parts of the look than others and go more towards blue or purple depending on what you like. But I'm also going to use a couple different techniques in this video that I don't usually use. And also for my lip color real quickly, it is the L'Oreal HIP High Intensity Pigments Jelly Balm in Plush. Really like that stuff, but if you're interested in learning more on how to recreate this look as far as the eyes go, keep on watching. Alright guys, the first step of this look is going to be to prime your lid, and I'm going to be using my Be Luscious Shadow Magnet in Light, and this is just a eye primer, but it's sort of a cross between your typical eye primer and also like a cream shadow. So because it does kind of leave your lid somewhat light, so if you are going for a light color on your lid, this will take care of that for you. And after that, I'm going to grab my palette, and I'm going to use, let's see, which one did I use? I used this one, just kind of one of the sort of sheer sparkly shades. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 up on the left-hand side of the palette there. And just, I'm going to use my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush and just kind of pack this on top there. Haven't done my hair yet, so don't mind the hair. Alright. So once you get that on your lid, I'm going to take my one of my crease brushes from Essence of Beauty. This isn't the fine crease brush, but one stage up. And I'm going to mainly be dealing with a couple of blue shades here on the palette. This one and the one right above. And I saw these and I thought I want to do a bluish look, but really on my eye they come off a little more on the purpley side, so they're kind of like purpley blues. So just so you're aware of that, if you haven't tried those colors in your palette yet, that's what they are. And so I'm going to go for the shade, I guess I didn't point out exactly what shade I'm going to do. It's going to be this one right here. And so that's just a nice medium to deep blue shade. It's just it's 2 up from the very center of the palette. And I'm just going to start putting this in the crease, and it's going to start to look kind of deep. But what I like about these shades in the Shimmer palette is that they're pretty easy to diffuse and blend out and whatnot. And this is the type of shade you kind of have to keep building up. I'm going to work towards kind of an outer V here. And just continue building the color outward as far as you are comfortable. Okay, and now that you've done that, we're going to take the color right below it. It's that deeper navy looking shade, and we're just going to use that to deepen up the outer part of the lid and crease. Okay guys, the next step for this look is we're going to highlight with kind of a peachy shade. We're going to go 2 up off the left hand side here, and we're going to use this color right here. So this is just a nice sheer peach shade. And just take a fluffier shadow brush and apply this all the way up to your brow. Okay, now for lower liner, we're going to use some shadow for that, and I'm going to go back to this deepest navy shade here that we used, and I'm going to use a brush from Coastal Scents that I use time to time, and I think I'm going to use it more. It's the Mini Contour, and it's tiny. It's a tiny, tiny brush, and I'm just going to dip into that, and sometimes this is just easier to use if you want a less precise look than with what a liner brush can give you. And so I'm just taking that deeper navy shade and just kind of running it lightly sort of blending a little bit with the outer part of the shadow look, and otherwise just running it right under the lash line. For liner, I'm going to use my Revlon liquid liner, only this color, it looks like it's black, but it's actually black shimmer. And so it just has a little more of a sheen to it. It's really kind of difficult to pick up on unless you're looking at it right here in person, but that's going to be what I use on the upper lash line. So I'm just going to make a line from inner to outer corner with that. I just thought, why not use the black shimmer shade, go all the way with using the shimmer palette and the shimmer liner. It's just slightly less intense than the regular black is too. I'm not really winging this out at all. I'm just kind of bringing it down to the corner of my eye and leaving it at that. And then I'm going to do something different with my lower liner here. I don't usually line my waterline, but I did on this side. And it's kind of because I wanted to really see if my Revlon Colorstay liners were good in the waterline. So I'm just going to use my liner in black and just kind of lightly do that. I'm usually not a fan of this look, but for some reason with this particular look that I've got going on, I actually kind of like it. So just go inner to outer corner with that, and it really kind of makes it look like the shadow you've got underneath just really diffuses out to nothingness, so that's kind of neat. Next, you're going to need to curl your eyelashes. Then I'm going to use my Maybelline Define-a-Lash Volume Mascara and just go ahead and apply a coat or two of that to your eyelashes. It's going to give you a pretty natural look still, in my opinion. And another thing I don't usually do, I'm going to put a little bit of that mascara, just a touch, on my lower lashes, just to kind of keep that little sort of light smokiness down there going on. Alright guys, that is my look for this sort of bluish purple shimmery eye look. It's just really easy to recreate. The liner and shadow is pretty basic for this one, so it's just something you can kind of pick up and try real quick with your 88 Shimmer palette from Coastal Scents. So I hope you guys like this video, and thank you very much for watching.